This is Chris Pierce, and you are listening to the Self-Maintenance of the Brain and Body podcast. Every week, I'll share with you a simple and easy-to-implement self-care idea and challenge you to create a positive change in your life. This is episode 8, and in this episode, I'm going to challenge you to take a nap. And additionally, I'm also going to challenge you to combine napping with caffeine. Now, in episode 6, I discussed the negative effects of caffeine on sleep quality and told you that the American Academy of Sleep Medicine recommends ceasing caffeine consumption 6 hours prior to bedtime. You see, you can fight daytime fatigue and still maintain quality sleep at night with napping and caffeine if you use it properly. And I'll share with you the evidence-based ways to do this. Whether it's insomnia, staying up late for work or recreation, or events such as daylight savings time, they can all influence sleep deprivation. Studies focusing on caffeine and napping have demonstrated that we can make up for lost sleep time and fight fatigue through a technique called the Nappuccino. So in his book titled When, Scientific Secrets of Perfect Timing, Daniel Pink introduces us to a technique that increases cognition and daytime energy through the combination of caffeine and napping. He calls it the Nappuccino. Now, if you're wondering how taking a nap is possible under the influence of the stimulant caffeine, just understand that it takes approximately 25 minutes for caffeine to metabolize, and your nap is only going to last 20 minutes. Daniel Pink in his book says that a 10 to 20 minute nap can give you about a 3-hour reboot of energy. Now, adding a cup of coffee before the nap can double this time. I tested out this theory and it does indeed work. Let me give you some evidence-based guidelines you must consider when trying the Nappuccino in order to ensure it doesn't also impact your sleep quality. You should schedule your nap between the time of 12 and 3 p.m. A 2010 study titled The Effects of Napping on Cognitive Functioning found that taking naps during this time frame increased cognition, but napping after 3 p.m. can impact your circadian rhythm, making it difficult to fall asleep at night. Another guideline is understand the amount of time you spend napping. You want your body to stay within the first 2 stages of sleep, which is considered light sleep. Entering stage 3, which is deep sleep, and stage 4, REM sleep, while napping will cause you to feel more fatigued and tired when you wake up. As I tested out the Nappuccino, I found that 20 minutes was too long. You have to test this out for yourself to find that sweet spot. For me, it was about 15 minutes. If I went beyond 15 minutes, I started falling into deep sleep, and it made me more tired when I wake up. For the average person, sleeping about 20 minutes will cause you to enter deep sleep, and being awakened during deep sleep causes a significant feeling of drunkenness. This short nap of 20 minutes or less gives you a boost of light sleep, helping you recharge your batteries to finish out your day. I challenge you to try this out. If you work in an office, during this time close the door, turn off the lights, and set a timer for 20 minutes. You can also relax in your vehicle with an eye mask to take the nap. Even if you just lay there and don't fall asleep, closing your eyes and relaxing can serve as a form of mindfulness and help settle down a busy mind and reboot that cognition. So this concludes this episode, and this week I challenge you, test out the Nappuccino. If you don't want to try napping with caffeine, just try implementing a short 20-minute nap every day in your routine, and you'll see how well it boosts your cognitive abilities and fights fatigue. Please tune in every Monday for a new self-care tip. If you enjoyed this episode, do me a favor and share it with your family and friends. You can also learn more about this topic on my website at utah23.org. Also, please check out my self-care book titled Self-Health Andragogy, Self-Directed Learning Approach to Mental and Physical Self-Care. It's available on Kindle print copy and audiobook. You can find links to my website and to my new book in the show notes of this podcast.